Hey there, what's going on? Carrie Hyam here. I'm super pumped to be going live here on this page today. And today we're going to be talking about one big reason you might actually be repelling prospects and what you need to be doing in order to attract more people into your business that will result in customers and teammates. Now, for me, for the first time, my name is Carrie Hyam. I am a coach to network marketers, a trainer. I've been doing this for about 5 years now, and I'm super pumped to be going live because I'm going to be sharing one thing that when I changed it, right, when I started doing this one thing on my social media, I actually started to generate customers. I started to get more teammates enrolling into my business. And I see it all the time out there, well-intentioned network marketers, hustling their face off, doing all of the posts, doing everything that they're supposed to be doing by their upline, and they're not getting results. And there's one big thing that I see a lot of networkers doing that is actually shooting them in the foot. It's all for naught. My husband and I, we've coached hundreds of network marketers on how to use social media to grow their business over the last 5 years, close to 5 years anyways. And one big thing that we see is that network marketers actually they tell all of their secrets in their posts. So there's one big thing when you're trying to attract people. If you want to become a magnet to prospects, it kind of seems counterproductive, but you want to keep curiosity in every single one of your posts that you're talking about your product or talking about your company. And there's two big reasons that you want to keep curiosity. So I have a lot of people that when I tell them to stop saying the name of their company or to stop actually showing the name of their product in their post, they're immediately like, well, how are people going to know what company I'm with if I'm not showing people, right? If I'm not talking about it, if I'm not saying what it is. And this is actually a great question because you want people to ask you. Okay, so there's two big reasons that you want to make sure that you're keeping curiosity. The first reason is because if you're being seen as the person that is like, if you're being seen as like a magazine where you've got all of your products, prices, everything that people need to know about your products on your social media, they're looking at you as a billboard. They're not actually looking at you as someone, a person of value necessarily. And we want to make sure that we are, oh, there she is. She's happy. She was freaking out. But now she's happy. Isn't she the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Say, I want you, Mom. Hurry up.
I know, I'm hurrying. Okay, so, and now I've lost my train of thought. She does
Billboard.
that to me. Okay, Billboard. Because you're being seen as super spammy, right? You're being seen as spammy. You're not being seen as a person of influence. Instead, you're just being seen as the rap girl or the makeup girl or the guy that shows the shit, pictures of him holding up his shape. People do not come to social media to be sold to. Actually, people hate to be sold to. People come to social media, and they don't come to social media necessarily to buy anything. They come to social media and they use different platforms to be entertained and to be social. That's what social media is all about. And so when you're doing a post and you're giving away the name of your company and the name of everything that you have, they don't have to reach out to you. And so this could very well be a reason that you're not getting any engagement on those posts. Another reason that you don't want to say the name of your company when you're talking about your products on your post is because if they can see the name of your company, the name of the product, they're not going to come to you. They're going to actually go over to their little buddy Google. They're going to type it into the Google machine, and one of two things is going to happen. The first, they might find something negative. I mean, there's negative things out there on everything, right? I mean, you can type in Jesus, right? And you're going to find negative things about Jesus Christ himself. And so you don't want people going to Google for that reason. The second reason you don't want people going to Google is because if you're a person who you don't necessarily have influence, and we're going to talk about influence here in just a sec, but if you're not a person who has influence, if you don't have a big network, if you haven't done the things on social media and online to be able to make a big net to scoop people up and bring people into your utopia, they're going to go to Google and they're going to find somebody who has, which will probably result in them buying it from somebody else instead of you. And that's not what we want. We want people coming to us. We want people asking what company we're with. We want people asking what the products are that we're talking about. But if we're giving away all of the goods in our posts, people don't have to come to us. They don't have to ask questions. Another reason that you might not be getting engagement, I'm going to put this on a side note here, and we'll probably cover it in a future Facebook Live. If you go back into previous Facebook Lives here on this page, I can guarantee it's been covered. And that is if you don't have a solid call to action for people to actually either DM you or comment a specific word on your post, that could also be the reason that you are not getting the engagement that you want. So we want to make sure that we are becoming people of influence on social media. That's one of the big things that we want. If you're getting value from this, drop maybe a hashtag value in the comments. Let me know. Let me know where you're watching from. That way I can kind of give a couple more people here shout outs as we go before I hop off. But hopefully this is making sense for you guys. I see it all the time where someone does like this incredible power post, this incredible post about their product, this incredible post about their company, and then they're dropping the name of the product or dropping the name of the company for everybody to see it. And if they're not a person that has already done the work to build influence online, it ends up that they don't get any engagement, and because they haven't had any engagement, Facebook quickly, or not just Facebook, but any social media platform will quickly bury it in the newsfeed with other posts. And so they end up stuck. They end up frustrated. They're ready to quit. When really, if all that they did was if they did their power post and they did a strong call to action and they left the name of the company out of it, if they left the name of the product off, you never know, you might have somebody reach out. You'll have somebody say, what is it that you're using, right? What is that product that you're talking about? They'll be messaging you and they'll say, hey, what company are you with? I just saw that you posted this thing. And when that happens, the money is in Messenger. It's totally cool to tell people what company you're with in Messenger, because that's when the ball is in your court. They're coming to you. They're asking you questions. And if you do a good job at following up, that's when you're going to be, you have a higher chance at getting a customer or getting a teammate, because you grabbed onto that prospect, you led them through into that Messenger conversation. So if you got value, let me know. We don't want to be, I don't know if you've heard the saying, why buy the cow when you are given the milk for free? It is exactly what we see here on social media all the time. So if you're a person where you're like, I'm not getting a ton of engagement, I'm doing all of the posts that my upline is telling me, and I'm not getting anybody reaching out, ask yourself, am I creating enough curiosity? Am I leading with benefits? Do I have a strong call to action? And if you can't answer yes to any of those things, the biggest one being, are you showing, like if you have a picture, do people know that it's like with a specific company? Do they see the name of the product in the picture? Do they know what company you're with? Have you done a kind of a bad job at keeping that curiosity? In this industry, curiosity will literally kill the cat. You'll have people reaching out to you if you don't, especially if you're taking your time and building influence, okay? So I hope that you found value in this Facebook Live. I'm gonna go take care of baby, but it was great being live with you guys, and we will see you again soon.